Who the fuck is Denny Hamlin?
He's named after Denny's, and he fucking sucks.
Oh.
I don't know. Who's number 11?
Fuck Denny's. Nobody in the top 30 is number 11.
Wait, who the fuck is Jay Earnhardt?
Jeff. His name
Denny
Jeff.
Hamlin's number is 11. You're
Oh,
Denny
shit.
Hamlin. I knew that.
NASCAR.
Hi, welcome to the Radial podcast. My name's Austin. I'm joined by Devin.
Hello.
And Jeff.
You looked at me when you said his name. Hello.
I mean, you guys are kind of the same person. Just
No.
one has ginger hair.
Not
No.
at all. Not even close.
You're tall and you're skinny.
He's an asshole.
You're also an asshole.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Also, he's got a clean-shaven face.
It is not.
Y'all are kind of the same
It looks
person.
pretty clean-shaven from
It's
here.
just very short.
So, as of currently,
Yep.
we have the Daytona 500 on.
NASCAR.
NASCAR time.
NASCAR is over Austin's
The
shoulder.
first stage is about to finish.
Uh,
It's got 3 laps left.
And Gene Haas looks like he might pull in this first stage.
That was incredibly offensive. But Gene House is going to do it.
I want to know what happened to Joey Logano.
Stay tuned for live updates of the Daytona 500.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll
Live to tape.
occasionally butt in with, oh shit, that guy wrecked.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I'm
Else what's
hoping
the point?
hoping for the big one. Then I might have to edit this podcast and like pause so that we can turn on the sound and see what happened.
Yeah.
No, they can come along for the ride. That sounds like good radio.
Okay, so good motorsports stuff. Haas and Williams revealed their cars.
Yeah,
They did.
Haas just kind of out of nowhere was just like, yo, check this shit out.
Yeah, like last
Surprise.
week we were going over like car reveals, and like right after we recorded, it's like, oh, by the way, here's our car. It's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I mean, Tuesday.
we don't look like experts.
But yeah.
Yeah, that happened Tuesday, and then anybody who gives a shit saw it, and then they listened to our podcast on Wednesday, and they were like, oh,
Yeah.
So, Haas and Williams, you guys want to talk about those cars?
Yep.
they look like cars to me.
Yeah, the Haas, I like their livery this year.
Yeah, they're white instead of the gray that they were last year, primarily.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And in their photos, they were... Oh, there you go, Austin. There's your wreck.
Hell
Oh,
yeah, there it goes.
Damn.
Shoot, they got that there, Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon's old car.
Camry's driving backwards.
No, those cars are fucked up.
Hell, his trunk fell off.
Get that shit in there and duct tape
That
it back
car's
together.
on fire.
That car is on fire. Whoops.
Stage 1 results. It's a shit show.
Yep.
That there DeWalt car's fucked up, but they're going to use those DeWalt tools and fix it.
That guy's jumping out of
I
that
don't think
DeWalt
some of these
car.
guys are fixing these cars.
Yeah.
That's fine. They got another stage to
Is that
go.
Jeff Gordon?
No, it's Jeff Gordon's car, though.
Oh.
Same livery.
Yeah. It's weird. That tow truck showed up fast and is also just an F-150.
Yeah, it's fine.
And these cars aren't super heavy.
That's America's best-selling pickup.
Yeah.
That's not an F-150.
No, that's
like
a
an
Toyota
F-250.
Tundra.
Also
Tundra.
that- yeah, that's
Can't see
definitely,
shit from over here.
it's definitely a Toyota.
No, that's a Ford. That's a F.
That is
Yeah.
definitely... Yeah.
Wow, we are all idiots.
I said Ford.
Ford Performance is sponsoring the shit out of this, so
It's the
they're probably
Ford
all Fords.
F-100. It's Formula One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back to what we were talking about. This is going to be a bad episode. Sorry, guys.
So Haas is primarily white, but their photos, they kind of went out of their way to, like, diminish the halo to where, like, you couldn't really see that it was there for the most part. It's like
black, right?
bare carbon black, yeah.
Sweet.
And the way that they had their photos, or I guess these are technically renderings because they didn't actually have their car out for someone to look at. There was like shadow over the cockpit, kind of, to where like that was not the focal
They're
point.
trying to hide the
Yeah.
halo.
Where on the other side of it, Williams took their halo. Theirs is white, and they added a matte black swoopy part to the bottom of their car to kind of make the halo not look as tall up on the car as it actually is. I think
Neat.
the Williams car made it look a little bit better.
How pissed off do you think Claire Williams was? She comes into the office, she sees that Haas revealed their car, and she's like, son of a bitch!
It's like, we scheduled our shit first. God
Well, I
damn
mean,
it.
like, they didn't do it on the same day, so
Motherfuckers! And then
Yeah.
she pulls a bottle of whiskey out of her desk.
Claire
Well, it was in
Williams
her
seems
pocket
like a
already.
Fun lady.
She seems like an alcoholic.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
That's what I said,
For
too.
surezies.
That's what he means.
Patty Lowe thinks people will stop complaining about the Halo after a couple of races.
I think he's right.
I think Patty Lowe is a fucking idiot.
Patty Lowe's a
I'm
very
going to be
smart
bitching
man.
about this for a while.
Yeah,
Patty
I mean,
Lowe,
you will, but like people won't.
Who does he work for? Williams.
Williams.
now?
Williams, yeah.
Yeah.
He used to
work
be
for
with
Mercedes.
Williams. And
He used to be
then-
with Mercedes.
and then was with Mercedes, and then is back at Williams.
Yeah.
So he was with Williams when they were winning last.
So do you think the Williams car's going to be better with him back? What does he do? He's a technical
He's
director?
a technical director.
Yeah.
Yeah. He left a championship winning team to go join a bad team.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
an
weird
interesting
choice.
choice.
But I guess actually probably Mercedes wanted somebody else.
Maybe.
Like I feel like
We're winning. Let's change this up.
Yeah.
yeah. Like I don't know. It seems like really weird for him to choose to move down, whereas like it would make more
Maybe
sense
it was
for
dollars.
them. Yeah.
Maybe it was
It
dollars.
just seems like weird that Mercedes wouldn't be like, yeah, no, they're like, we could just write, here's a blank check. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Also, Williams not.
Williams definitely doesn't have the dollars.
Yeah,
Oh, no, they have two pay drivers. They have the dollars.
Oh, they do have the dollars.
that is true.
But Claire Williams is using those dollars to buy alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah. Sergey brought, what, 15 million or something? Way more than that? Just straight to the liquor store.
And I guess let's mention this also. Red Bull is going to reveal tomorrow, as of time of recording.
And it looks fantastic.
It looks great. Really like the matte, like blue black. It's a very good look.
What if it's not matte blue black at all?
I don't know what you're talking about. We've already seen
Then
it.
cut this.
Cut this after you've posted it.
I will
Yeah.
intentionally leave it.
I really like
think-
that they made the words Red Bull red.
I like that they
it's a good
incorporated
touch.
the
I really
Aston
look like-
wings more prominently
Yeah,
than
it looks like the exact same car that it's looked like for like how long's Red Bull been in the sport?
It's looked the same for 2 years now.
I'm sorry, they changed it from gloss to matte. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that's
It
they went
changed
darker
from
and blue.
purple to
that's
black.
an important difference.
It changed a lot from 2014 to
Looks
2015.
the same.
yeah.
Says Mr. Mercedes man over here.
They look exactly the fucking same. Mercedes does.
Yeah.
and it's going to look exactly the same this year.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Mercedes.
except
is
it's going to
not gonna have
say
any
Tommy
surprise.
Hilfiger instead of Hugo Boss.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what they do with the Aston Martin logo. Like, how prominent is it going to be on the car?
I mean,
Probably no more prominent than it was last year.
But
I mean,
neither
they're
the
title sponsor now, so
It's like Aston Martin Red Bull Racing now, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gosh, what does the Red Bull logo look like? Does that bull have wings on it?
yes.
Yeah.
Shit, I've got.
You
Reach back to that
I
hoodie.
literally have. No, that bull does not have wings.
Well,
on
not
it.
that one.
This
Yeah,
is.
that's Toro Rosso.
It's the same logo.
No, there's two bulls.
It's the Red Bull logo.
It is the Red Bull logo.
It is identical.
Yeah, but that's not powered by Aston Martin.
No, it is not.
It's powered by that shitty ass Honda.
I was just thinking maybe they could put like the Aston
Did we talk
wing
about the
on one of
Honda
these.
engine fire up thing last week that Toro Rosso posted?
No, I think that was too late to talk about last
Okay,
week.
yeah. They posted a video of it. That's neat.
Yep.
Oh, McLaren posted a video of the Renault engine firing up too. So, and it was shot cinematically like the same way that Grand Prix driver was. So you were saying in our like messenger group that we think that we'll get like a Grand Prix driver season 2 next
do
year.
think that.
Yeah, that would be like a good
Yeah.
follow up to just see.
Especially if they have some success this year.
They're gonna have some success this year.
Hopefully.
There.
But it was kind of interesting. Like, last time it was like, people were like, yeah, this motor started. And this time they're like, yep, motor started as expected. Continue.
Yeah,
building
Well,
car.
they're not going to get their fucking hopes up anymore. They're not going to go off of promises from other people.
Yeah. Speaking of Toro Rosso, you mentioned their Honda fire up.
Mm-hmm.
They shortly after that posted like a text FAQ. It's like, question, did it take 6 attempts to fire up? It's like, nope, fired up first time. And
hope
it's
so.
like, did the engine blow up? It's like, nope. Question, good luck, you'll need it. Not really a question, but thanks. So Toro Rosso seems to be taking the whole thing in stride. And
Good.
hopefully they are not bad. I really want Toro Rosso to not be bad.
Yeah,
Dear
I want those two
God.
guys. I like their drivers.
They're okay.
I mean, I like them. They're different than most of the F1 drivers.
I think I like all of the F1 drivers that are currently racing.
You like
except
Vettel?
for Sebastian Vettel.
You like Raikkonen?
Yeah, Raikkonen's cool. Kimi's fine.
You like Marcus Ericsson?
Yeah.
He's still.
Fuck you.
Who's he racing for? Sauber?
Sauber.
Yeah.
He makes cell phones.
He does. So by the time this has come out, who is it? Both Red Bull and Sauber and Renault, all three of those will have released their cars.
I'm kind of excited to see the Renault car.
I'm
It's probably
excited
not
to see
gonna
the
change.
Renault car. What color do you think Sauber's going to be?
I bet it's going to be
Red.
that white and red.
Yeah.
that they.
I think
like-
it's going to be primarily white.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's going to look pretty much identical to that.
Was that
thing that
rendering
they
that we
showed?
saw? Yeah.
like right after they announced that Alfa
Alfa
Romeo
yeah.
partnership.
Yeah. I bet it looks like that.
Yeah, which is kind of a bummer.
I like the way that car
like it looks good, but it's just like, oh, it's kind of no. I mean, I guess there's no surprise on a lot of these. Like Red Bull, almost certainly going to be the same. Mercedes, definitely going to be the
Yeah.
same.
Renault's probably going to be the same.
Yep.
But you know who isn't going to be the same?
Ferrari, I hear they're getting rid of some of the white.
If you hear they're
mean,
getting
that's
rid of
the rumor.
almost all of the white,
Yeah.
and the car's going to be longer.
But you know what car's going to be entirely different?
Toro Rosso, probably. Yeah. That's a good
I don't-
point.
No, I bet that still looks like a Red Bull can.
Yeah. God, that car looks
I hope
so
it
good.
does look like a Red Bull can.
The car looks beautiful.
But you know who's going to look entirely different?
Sauber?
Yes.
Yeah.
McLaren.
Doubt it.
McLaren changes the livery in a major way.
I
There's
will
no
be-
chance that they don't.
I will be so shocked if that livery looks like drastically different from last year.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be
Oh.
as drastic as you think.
So let's define drastically different so we don't look like assholes whenever that car gets revealed.
Black and orange are going to be the primary themes.
Yeah, it's going to be most and like
Black, orange, and yellow will be primary themes.
I don't expect to see any yellow.
There will be yellow in the car.
There will be yellow on that car.
Doubt it.
That car
There's
will
definitely
look
gonna be yellow
different
on the
from
car.
last year. If we're going to get down and start nitpicking this shit about, oh, it looks the same, it's still got orange in it, you're being a fucking asshole.
I don't think there will be any yellow.
Why would there not be yellow?
Why would there be yellow?
Because
Just
they're
of Renault?
stoked about the Renault engine.
Yeah.
And
There's
they want to
gonna be
differentiate
yellow.
it from last year's car.
They have to be a different car than last year.
Their thing is hashtag be brave.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yes.
That sucks.
That's cool. I like it.
That's not cool.
It is not cool at all.
But adding yellow is being brave.
I guess I expect to just
That
see
car's gonna
like
have
a
yellow on it.
black Renault logo on the side.
No,
On the black bodywork.
no, it's
No, on
gonna
the
it's gonna
orange.
be on the orange on the shark fin. It's gonna say Renault instead of Honda, and that's gonna be the only change.
Well, they don't
Yep.
have a shark fin.
Well, sorta.
They kind of do.
They have a
Weird.
truncated
Engine
fin.
cover.
Yeah.
That's what
I like
that's
it.
what Devin thinks is gonna happen.
I like
that's
this.
not how this
I
is
like
gonna
this
go.
fin better.
We'll see. One of us will eat our words next week, I guess. When
Which
is-
one?
It's like
Stay
2
tuned to
weeks from
find
now,
out.
isn't it?
No,
No,
The
no, no.
24th.
it's Thursday.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
it's-
Hell yeah.
This month
McLaren
is
is
wrapping down.
Thursday.
Ah, shit.
The day after this comes out,
Yeah.
listen to Austin eat his words.
Yeah.
Probably not. That's probably not a thing. Hey, so what's up with the F2?
Oh, so the FIA is back to talking about the Halo. FIA is already looking at making the Halo thinner and better looking, they've said. And by thinner, I think they're primarily talking about the like
Centerpiece.
that is like in front of their
The
face.
part that goes between your toes.
Yes. Yes. And this
damn it,
flip-flop
Jeff.
analogy.
Yeah.
Formula 2's done some like practice sessions, and this year Formula 2 has the Halo as well. And a quote from Jack Aitken, who drives for Renault in Formula 2, I guess, has said that, quote, honestly, it's so thin that you don't notice it, and the top bit is out of your field of view, so sorry, Halo haters.
Is that the new Halo or the existing Halo that they are talking about in that quote?
That is the new one on the current car.
Oh,
I don't really care what some guy.
Oh,
who's probably never
sorry,
gonna
that is
race
the
in
current
Formula
one.
says.
Okay.
The new one is nothing but like ideas. Is not actually like
no, yeah, like I get that the
Physical,
top
yeah.
loop is going to be out of your field of vision, but I think on the start grid is the only time that it would be a problem.
yeah. I don't know. He said
Whereas-
like he immediately like basically forgot that it was there. Like
Yeah.
he just
Like
didn't
the way that
notice
you
it.
don't see glasses.
Yeah.
Again, I don't really care what some guy who's never going to race in Formula One says. So
He's still
This
using the
dude's in
same thing.
Formula 2.
just being an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. That tire's on fire.
Jimmy Johnson got wrecked.
Yeah.
So F1 Fanatic is now racefans.net.
Yeah, which I guess
They're-
makes sense if they're going to not only cover F1.
Should have
Yeah.
bought that fucking domain.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Wait, how much was that one? Did we look at that
We
one?
did not look at racefans.net. Because kind of a bad domain.
Hey, so you guys were too busy fucking worried about ESPN's goddamn broadcast thing that they're just going to use Sky Sports.
No, we
broadcast.
guessed that was probably going to be the most likely scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still hoping that F1 will let me just pay them.
They're just going to use Sky Sports broadcast. and
No,
it's gonna
yeah,
pay them.
but as long as
I
they
don't-
have like a more competent app than ESPN.
I think ESPN's on PlayStation View, which is like $20 a month.
yeah.
So, like, that seems reasonable to me to pay to watch F1.
I don't think you're going to have an F1 dedicated app until maybe the latter half of the season, but probably next season.
yeah.
But
I mean,
they're actively soliciting feedback from their user base to figure out, like, what kind of things would you want to see in our app? So, like, or not an app, but what kind of things would you want to see from a streaming service if we were to make one? So they're definitely making one, but it
Yeah.
seems like they at least care about what people want.
Yeah, and that's good.
yeah, it seems like a good way to retain
Monetize.
fan base. You know, fan base, for the most part, from what I've seen, hate the Halo, but they're still doing it.
Well, that's a safety
That's a
thing.
safety thing. What is wrong with
Those
you?
are entirely different
You guys still
reasons.
can't name one accident that would have saved somebody's life.
No,
That
I don't
spring
have-
that hit Massa.
Patty
What is-
Lowe has actually said specifically that this would not actually help with that, and that's not
Oh,
what it's
look.
designed to do.
The only thing that thing's blocking is a tire.
Yeah, like,
Tires
I don't know.
don't
I don't
come
have
off
like
F1
a
cars.
running list of accidents in my head that I
That-
want to reference.
Since we're about to talk about this anyway, that documentary where that dude got decapitated.
Yeah,
with a
in the
fence.
fucking 60s. Like,
Yeah, it
that's
would've-
not the
it
same
would've
thing.
saved him.
Might help Jules Bianchi.
I don't,
No.
That dude ran into a tractor.
Yeah,
Like,
but
But wasn't it just like the force of the impact? Like nothing actually collided with his head, did it?
I haven't gone back to watch it because I don't particularly want
when
to
you
go
have
back and watch people
objects
die.
on the racetrack that are not like tire barriers or something like
They
that,
don't
that
have
aren't-
any give to them.
that have zero give to them, it doesn't really matter what you hit. Like, force of the impact is gonna... It's not the speed that kills you, it's the suddenly becoming stationary.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like that would have saved Jules. But we can't sit here and talk about what ifs like
Yeah.
that. Like,
No.
that's a toss-up. That's not a guarantee. The only thing that the Halo will save somebody from is a tire that comes off a car and hits a driver in the head.
Which shouldn't happen because the tires are tethered to the chassis.
Weird. It's, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I don't think it looks that bad. I think pretty soon everybody's going to shut up about it, and apparently it doesn't hinder vision really at all. So, like...
According to, like, 2 drivers. Like,
yeah.
But there's other drivers who are like, oh, this is kind of in the way, or hey, I don't like this.
Who?
Lewis Hamilton's one of them. Who says, hey, this is not good, and this is in the way.
I don't know. I trust... Sorry, checking my notes.
This guy that you
Jack
don't know his
Aitken?
name over the 4-time world champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously. Why wouldn't you? Everyone knows Jack Aitken has never told a lie in his life.
So Jeff brought it up. I watched this documentary today called One on Amazon. It's about some history in Formula One, but mostly safety.
Yeah.
That goes back to, what's that dude's name? 5-time world champion?
Fangio?
Yeah, Fangio. It goes back to like him and works its way forward with like safety through
Yeah.
Formula One up to 2012.
Yeah. Pretty heavy emphasis on Jackie Stewart.
Yeah,
who
Jackie
is-
Stewart leading the charge on that stuff. But there's other documentaries that are about Jackie Stewart that also talk about the safety aspect of it. But this had Mario Andretti in it, Nigel Mansell,
Jackie X.
it had a bunch of drivers in it. It had the Formula One doctor, the neurosurgeon guy that Bernie hired. It had Bernie Eccleston in it.
Yeah, it kind of shows how Bernie became Bernie
Yep.
and how everyone could have stopped him, but was just like, why would I pay you? I could.
Yeah, $100,000 for a 10% stake in the broadcasting rights.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would you not pay that?
And it's like, well,
There's a
I
lot
could
of money
spend
at
that
that
money on
time.
my car instead.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone had a chance to stop Bernie, and no one did.
But there's a couple things about this that I want to make note of while we're here. The Dutch Grand Prix in 1975, there was a team called NASCAST Racing, which is like the teddy bear with the helmet on it. And the Lord Hesketh, the guy who owns the team, founded the team at 21.
That's the guy from
Rush?
yeah.
Yeah, that was
That was
James
the team.
Hunt's
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
So they're at the Dutch Grand Prix in 1975, and he said, Saturday, it's just beautiful, perfect, just great practices, great qualifying. And then we woke up Sunday, and it was absolutely pissing rain. And then another quote, all the teams were raising the wings, and I told the team, we know fuck all about setting up a car. We better just leave it as it is. And then James Hunt, which was his driver, won that fucking race.
That's great.
And then he said, it's fair to say I eventually blacked out. And then in parentheses, I put due to drinking post-race. Like, that was their first team win. And it's because they didn't fuck with a car and just did this dangerous ass shit. And James Hunt did not give a fuck. But that documentary starts out with a massive crash at Melbourne. You remember where Alonso crashed a couple years ago? Massive barrel roll crash.
Yeah.
It starts out with Martin Brundle crashing in that spot.
Yeah.
Man, it was brutal, like the Alonso crash. But this was,
Was it the one where he like ran back and got another car because
yes,
two cars? Okay,
he
I've seen
he
this.
got out of the car. You ruined the climax of this. He got out of the car, went and talked to the neurosurgeon guy to clear him, and he was like, "Dude, I just watched you run all the way from the other side of the track. Yes, you can go race." And he went and got in the car, and they restarted that race.
Got in the backup car.
Yep, that's fucking awesome.
That is
Yep.
pretty cool.
But that's a testament to how far safety has come in Formula One,
yeah.
and that was early '90s.
Yeah, a lot of the wrecks
So-
today would have killed people in the 90s.
Yeah. And that, obviously, that documentary was filmed up to 2012, and it said there has not been a death in Formula One since Ayrton Senna, but that has since changed. So.
Yeah.
But, before there was like 4+ deaths a year.
Yeah.
Before Jackie Stewart really started making a push. And then now we've had one in, how long was it?
It was, what, 93? 94?
94.
94?
is when Senna was killed.
Yeah, so one in
24
20
years.
23
years, technically.
Yeah, 1 in 23 years. Which, like, obviously that number should be 0, right?
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, but it's a...
Yes, so
the
like
whole
maybe
thing is like it's a risky sport. Like
And they talk about that too. Like, they had like baby Lewis Hamilton, baby Sebastian Vettel in that documentary saying like, hey, this is just kind of part of it. Like, it's kind of the rush, it's the danger. And Martin Brundle said in that documentary, if you don't understand when you get into that car that your life is on the line and that you could die today, you have zero business getting into that car.
Yeah.
So, you guys seem real into that TurboTax commercial.
yeah, that was a nightmare.
It was
living under a staircase.
horrifying. But it's getting its taxes done pretty easy, so that's good.
We all finished Grand Prix Driver.
Yeah.
I watched it like a day or two after we got done recording the last episode. It was a good documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a hard turn from like, yeah, we hope this is going to work out to be like,
Everything's
we got to
fucked.
end this.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck this fucking engine. My God. We can't get this fucking car together in time.
Yeah.
Also, holy shit, we put in like 30 laps over this weekend, and fucking Mercedes put in like 400.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good documentary. If you haven't already watched it, go watch that.
Yeah.
I like Stoffel Van Dorn more.
Yeah, same.
Like, after watching that, it's like,
It humanizes him in a way that's like, oh yeah, he's not just like
a cool guy.
this ghost standing next to Fernando.
yeah.
I was glad that it made it through Melbourne to cover Alonso's crash there also.
That wasn't last year. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
I'm glad they covered that still.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
Well, that feels like it was just last year, but
No,
yeah.
that was the black car.
Yeah, it was the black car though. Because he was not in the. No, never mind. I'm thinking of 2016 again. Anyway,
that was the right time frame.
well, I was going to say I was thinking about saying something about last year, but it was things from 2016 that I was thinking of again.
Yeah. Billy Monger's racing.
Yeah, he is.
That's super fucking cool.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's actually technically got a drive yet, but he's like, they've got a custom car for him, and he is working on driving.
If they have a custom car for him, that dude has a ride.
Yeah, that dude better have a ride.
But
so,
he's actively fighting against like bans from disabled drivers and stuff. So you'd think if like Robert Kubica can get in there with a partially functioning hand, you can. If you don't have legs and you just have hand controls, you can still drive that car.
Yeah. So his setup is kind of interesting because instead of having paddle shifters on the left and right, he's got a paddle for acceleration on the left side of his wheel, and then he's got shift up down on his right hand. So I assume he just uses different fingers for those two.
Yep.
Which is a bit interesting. And brake, he actually uses his foot. His prosthetic leg.
I think that the one that I had seen was he had like 2 paddles on each side, like one for accelerate and one for brake, and then shift up and shift down. But that was like when he was racing like I don't remember what was the first car that he got in.
Like one of the like sports cars or something he was doing. Yeah, this is a Formula 3 car that
I want
they've
to say
got
it was a
for him now.
Volkswagen Beetle series for some reason, which is
Hell yeah.
probably way wrong.
Good smile.
Hell yeah.
Our girl Hatsune Miku.
You're a girl.
Our girl Hatsune Miku.
The Radial Podcast official girl, Hatsune Miku, is
New
back.
car, new livery.
There's a new racing Miku,
She's winking.
and she is
Looking
Still has
car.
green hair.
excited to win the championship again this year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of not
So
much
do
to
those
say
brand
about it.
ambassadors standing next to the car.
Yeah, like it's a car with Hatsune Miku on the side, and if you know what Hatsune Miku looks like, you know what this car looks like. It's kind of a mess of color, really, but I mean, so was last year's. It's a Mercedes again, and yeah, I wish that team all the luck in the world because Miku the best.
I'm gonna watch some Super GT this year. I don't
Hell
know
yeah,
about
you
Super
are.
Formula, but I will watch some Super GT.
Yeah, because I mean, Jensen's in Super
Jensen,
GT,
Miku.
Yan.
I love sports car racing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. Speaking of watching, the Daytona 500 still on.
It is. We're lap 22 of 60 of stage 2.
What the fuck happened to NASCAR? What is this shit where we operate in quarters like this?
They're trying to make it to where you can not just tune into the last 5 minutes and figure out who's getting all the points.
yeah, but is that better?
I don't know if this is better.
I'm not going to argue one way or the other.
I
on
think
it.
this is aggressively bad. Is my argument here.
I would also agree with that.
In that I don't recognize most of these names that are currently in the top 10 from who was in the top 10 last time I looked over at the screen.
I still don't know why that first yellow happened in stage 1. They
Nope.
never talked about that. Like, do they just have like, hey, let's just throw out a yellow flag sometimes because that makes things interesting.
It could have been someone like just driving to the pits on a flat tire. Like,
Yeah.
nothing interesting happened.
NASCAR don't give a shit about
Like,
that.
I don't
He's
know.
down on the
This
apron.
stage stuff isn't pushing me away from NASCAR any more than just regular old NASCAR
No,
would have.
yeah.
Like,
So, like,
I didn't give a damn either way about this sport, so like it's whatever.
no, yeah, I don't think,
This
like,
didn't change my feeling
this-
about NASCAR.
I don't know. It just seems like it sucks for the drivers.
I feel like it's better for the drivers.
Well, if I feel like it sucks for whoever ends up winning the actual race that might end up with less points than someone else that finishes behind him.
They do have sick ass wide bodies now. You see those fender flares?
No,
That's sick as fuck.
they still look like
They look like,
NASCARs.
yeah.
They got flaps on the hood now too, though.
Okay, so last week I talked about there's something very wrong with my truck.
Yes.
Yep.
I still don't know what's wrong with my truck.
Great.
Great. Good work.
So I did a compression check, and I still have like near factory compression at nearly 300,000 miles.
I mean, that
So,
seems like
that's
the
pretty
best,
sweet.
Yeah. Outcome of that.
I'm pretty happy with that. I did a pressure test on the cooling system to see if maybe like I have a blown head gasket or something like that, and it holds pressure. So I don't know what's fucking happening.
Is the turbo part of the coolant system?
There are cooling lines that go to the turbo, but they shouldn't have a passage into the turbo air stuff. Like I don't think that there's seals there. I think there's like a cast part of the turbo housing in which coolant runs through to cool the turbo.
Unless you just crack the turbo. I feel like you'd have a much more noticeable problem. If that
Yeah,
were the
I mean,
case.
it does like blow white smoke, like if I hammer it, which can be coolant or it can be unburned diesel. It's not oil. Because there's no blow-by. I did a blow-by test thing too.
I thought unburned diesel was black.
No,
Is that
that's
not-
half-burned diesel. Like,
Wow.
if it has been ignited, it comes out as black. That's why
Ignited, but not
burned,
consumed.
not burned fully. But it comes out white, like white smoke, if it hasn't really been burned at all. And it could be a fuel thing. It could be like a bad injector. All my balance rate seems to be okay, and like all the fuel stuff from the command, like what it's commanding and what it actual is, are all within spec. So maybe there's air getting into the fuel system somewhere, or maybe there's like a crack in the EGR. Like you said, maybe the turbo housing's cracked, but
It seems unlikely.
yeah, I don't know.
But then again, I mean, turbos go through a lot of heat cycles, so
They do indeed. So I don't know what's happening with that truck. But what I did do is fix a fuel leak on Lil Juice,
Great.
good.
just in case I'd have to drive it.
Now you got backup car.
I mean, it still needs a clutch.
Does it?
Yes. We could walk outside right now. I can start it up. I can drive it down the street. If I just like beat the brakes off of it to just rev the piss out of it and then like let the clutch go, but that clutch is still slipping like crazy. But it will move under its own power.
What else do you need?
It's going to move well enough under its own power to drive up under the car hauler, and I'm going to bring it to my dad's shop and say, hey, put a clutch in this, because I don't want to do it.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to drive my truck that runs like shit 3 hours to Alva.
just
To
tow
bring
Little
it-
Juice with itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's expired tag from 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. I still don't know. So
At least you don't have a compression problem?
Yeah.
the
Like-
state of the motor seems to be pretty healthy. Like, it's not a critical thing that's going to make the truck explode tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm actually, like, post-compression test, it's like, oh, shit. Maybe I should throw a tuner on this thing and
Let's
cram
try to blow
let's
it up.
Fucking throw some air in this thing and make it fast.
Let's actually make this turbo explode.
Yeah, let's actually tear this thing up. Instead of, there's probably something stupid and simple wrong with it, and I'm too stupid to figure it out. Because I'm not a diesel mechanic. But yeah, that's about all I got. You guys have anything else for this week?
No, not really.
Let me check a calendar. I'm curious. So by the time we record again, we will have seen
All of the cars.
all of the cars. Okay. By the time this goes up,
Maybe not Toro Rosso.
Toro Rosso is the 26th. 6th.
That's still after we record.
That is after we record. So yeah, we'll have seen everything but Toro Rosso by the next time we record. So we will definitely know that Austin was wrong about McLaren by then.
Also, by the next time we record, somebody will have won a t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've only had one entry.
so your
so-
chances are real good.
So your
Chances are
chances are
really
really
good.
high right now of getting that t-shirt.
Never been a better time to enter a contest.
I mean, chances are pretty good. Like, Daniel tried to enter.
Disqualified.
I mean, he was disqualified from the get-go. So, we'll see. Remember, in order to enter this contest, all you have to do was go write us a review on iTunes, and then let us know in the group that you have done that, or share our Facebook page on your Facebook page, and then post in the group and let us know that you did that. Group name's Radial Podcast Crew. Please join.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got for this week, though, guys.
Yep.
Short one this week.
We're going to go watch some NASCAR.
Yeah.
We're going to watch some NASCAR.
I might finish this
We're
stage.
going to go sarcastically watch NASCAR.
I'm definitely going to not finish the entire race.
no.
But I
Go watch
might
NASCAR.
I might finish the stage 2 here. Although it's only half done, so maybe not.
We're going to go watch NASCAR. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Glad
Get up.
we're all fucking stupid.
It even says crank it up.